What's going on, everybody? It is your boy here, Controversy. And today, guys, I'm going to be reviewing NF's new mixtape, Clouds. This mixtape dropped 2 days ago, and NF's been talking about this man for some time now. You know, he started mentioning that he was working on a Clouds mixtape, I think around March, I'm pretty sure, like in the beginning of March or somewhere around February. I don't quite remember, but he's been talking about it for quite some time now, man. And he finally dropped it, man. And yeah, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check this out, man, because NF is a very talented rapper. He's not somebody that I listen to constantly every day. You know, I do go back to him once in a while, you know, just to check out his music. But he's not really a rapper that I listen to every day, you know. But when he does drop, you know, I'm gonna stick around for it. You know, it's always cool to see what the man has got cooking up. And yeah, man, Clouds the mixtape. Let's get to it. All right, man. So basically, in this mixtape, NF talks about a couple of subjects ranging from trust, um, mental health, depression, you know, these type of issues that a lot of people tend to deal with. And also, he talks about bad relationships, um, while also talking about struggling to believe in himself, self confidence, and being unable to know his worth. But to start off with the bad relationships concept that he talks about, this is expressed in songs such as, um, my God, what's it called? Oh, yeah, Prideful. And that song he talks about, you know, this girl that essentially he has a relationship with, and how she's basically prideful. You know that she only cares about herself. She thinks she's better than everybody else. She has a lot of pride in herself, and if she makes a mistake, she blames it on essentially NF. Um, she basically takes it out on other people rather than herself. And NF kind of seems to not blame it on her for the relationship and why it's going bad. No, she doesn't blame that on her, but he also doesn't blame it on himself either. Even though he says that, you know, well, I mean, I'm not even a perfect human being. You know, he acknowledges that he's not perfect, which I think that's quite relatable. I mean, none of us are really perfect in the end, to be honest. And yeah, man, that's basically that song. That's actually one of many of my favorite songs off this album. I love the production of it. You know, all a lot of these songs in this mixtape tend to have one thing in common. You know, these really hard piano instrumentals, which I really like. I think I honestly liked how NF's voice and the flow fit in well with those type of instrumentals. And then you have him talking about, you know, trust and how you should, you know, um essentially focus on the people that are trustworthy, you know, focus on people that you can trust, you know. And he talks about this in the song with Tech Nine, man, you know. um while talking about this, he delivers a really a very fast verse mixed in with some good punchlines and bars. And oh my god, man, I love Tech Nine's part, man. Like I honestly just I was getting a headache listening to that man. His verse goes so hard, man. Like I mean, they both go back and forth, like fucking delivering a lyrical barrage of uh perfection. It's just really great song, man. Um, and then he also talks about himself. He talks about his value. He feels that, you know, he so sometimes struggles to see his value. He struggles to have confidence in himself. Sometimes he doesn't believe in himself, which essentially these are kind of things that we've seen NF talk about before in the past, you know. So it's essentially not really a new concept for me. Like I've heard him talk about this type of stuff in the past. But basically, he asks God in this mixtape. He asks God, you know, to kind of like he prays to God, like, will you please just show me like the value in myself? Please let me see. I guess let me appreciate myself even more. And NF goes a little bit deeper, I would say, into himself, especially in the song Layers, where he's talking about essentially all the type of elements that make up who he is as an artist. You know, like for example, he's a hard worker. You know, he has the music. He works a lot on the music. He He has a great work ethic. He has family. He has his loved ones. Essentially, it's all these elements that make up who he is. Um, so he really kind of elaborates more on himself and who he really is as a person. Thus, the song layers. There's a lot of layers to him, basically. And also, man, I feel like I'm forgetting something. What else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and also, man, I just love this. Like when I was hearing the mixtape, um, some something really just struck me. NF is an amazing storyteller, bro. Like, I feel like songs such as Story tend to really show, like, wow, like this dude can not only make really good music packed with a lot of emotion, but he can also just kind of expel his storytelling skills. Like he's a very great storyteller, man, and I feel like that song proves it. That song Story has to be one of my favorite songs off this album, bro, so far, man. Like the video is just so intriguing. I literally just could not take my eyes off it. His mixing with NF storytelling is a recipe for perfection, man. I just think it's just so amazing, man. The whole story is just quite unique. I mean, you have this girl going in this gas station buying herself some candy and the energy drink, and then you have her going through this crazy traumatic experience, which is, a robbery. Um, it's just, bro, it's just amazing, man. That song is just so special for me. Like it really just let me know that wow, this dude like can also make really good storytelling songs. Like wow, man. Um, and yeah, man. But overall, man, I thought this mixtape was pretty good, man. I feel like it was a little bit repetitive in a way because you kind of already have like I mean I've already heard NF talk about himself. He's already kind of talked about him struggling to believe in himself in the past, and I feel like in a way it was kind of repetitive, but then again, man, a mixtape is essentially just a couple of songs thrown in together. It's not really meant to be a serious project. Compared to an album is more of a serious project with a concept. This is more of a essentially a throwaway for the fans, something to hold us over, like NF said. Um, but yeah, man, overall, man, I thought this mixtape was pretty good, man. I mean, I thought it was okay. I mean, I honestly enjoyed it. I feel like NF was being a little bit repetitive at times, but overall, I liked it. I appreciate NF's amazing lyricism. I think he's an exceptional MC. I loved the emotion he brought into the track, and I also love how he can just. And this is one thing I really love about NF. I love how he can just relate to what other people are going through. I really just like that a lot. I feel like songs such as Just Like You tend to really just convey that wow, this dude, he is so good at relating to other people and what they're going through, because in that song he talks about that, yo, there's a lot of people that suffer, that have bad mental health, that are suffering through depression. There's a lot of people that have bad lives, and I want you guys to know that for anybody that's going through this, there's a lot of people that are just like you that are going through the same thing you're going through. And I just love how he kind of has that message in that song. I love the concept. I love the message of that song. Um, and I just love how, again, NF, he's very good at putting himself in other people's shoes and just relating with them. But yeah, man, overall, man, again, I thought this mixtape was great. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty good mixtape, to be honest, from NF. I can't wait to see what he has in store for us in the future, man. I heard he's working on an album. This was just a little project to hold us over, according to him. But yeah, man, 8 out of 10 for me. I loved NF's amazing lyricism. The features were great. Loved Hobson and Tech Nine's parts in this mixtape. And again, I love the emotion that NF packed in this mixtape. I love that he can also, again, relate with what the people are going through. And yeah, man, 8 out of 10 for me. That is it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed. What did you like about it? What did you hate about it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below on what you thought of the mixtape. And I'll see you guys in the next video.